Part 2. Stress. I'm sure all of us stress. I stress, my family stresses, stress is all around us, but why does it have to be like that? I'm sure many are stressing at the fact that we live in a world where we feel we cannot truly express ourselves. Many of us probably wear masks. Well, this doesn't have to do with COVID 19, but metaphysical masks, meaning hidden masks. We try to fit in, we pretend like someone we're not, just to try to feel like we can belong. But there comes a point where we truly are ourselves, and then what happens then? How do we enjoy ourselves when this is going on? Because if you look around and you really wake up to this, it seems that most everything kind of seems to be controlled. And I'm sure we are sick and tired of people telling us that we cannot do it. How do these people know that for a fact? My own family tells me that. And it's very hard to listen to your own parents telling you that what you know you are, what you know yourself as, and what you can accomplish in life. To have someone tell you, this is not you, this is not, you can't do that. It's painful. And I'm sure a lot can relate to that because it seems that mostly everyone, if you really come to a point, um, it seems like there's obstacles all around. You want to be yourself, but how do you fit in this when you know some people just want to fit in the crowds, and they it seems like the more the people the better for some. But perhaps you can relate. Perhaps people say, you can't do that. You need this. How do you expect to survive this way? And how is this possible that you can do this? And it's like they're angry. But in our thoughts, we may say it, we may not, out of fear, but I'm sure a lot of us are thinking, what a bunch of hogwash. You're telling me not to stress the fact that government practically makes it out like they own us? I personally don't really care much about this modern technology. I'm glad we can use it to help others. It could be used for good, but at the same time, it can be used for evil. The truth is that I don't want to dehumanize myself. I want to live out my humanity without being in this system. Because it really just reminds me of a song by Pink Floyd. Welcome, my son. Welcome to the machine. Why should we have to start feeling like a robot or an alien? We are humans. Let's be human. Let's act like it. Let's quit trying to figure, you know, all these things out. We have technology enough. We have what we have to help us. Why then does it have to keep progressing? Why then does it have to keep getting to a point of no return? And to think that as I tell you these things, I still have a long life ahead of me. So my question is, how do people expect me to live happily and become myself if the world keeps functioning as it is today? Because I believe we're all destined to die in this earthly life. We only live once on this earth. Soon we're going to die, and then what? I don't want to live my life under another human being's control, and I'm sure many of you are the same exact way. So so what does that what does that mean? I guess that means that we'll have to die for what we need, because this is a sacrifice that many of us are willing to take. How much more do we who feel homeless have to put up with this pittiness, feeling like we don't belong? This needs to get out. We cannot keep feeling like this. And eventually, as I grow up, I too will move on, because my thinking is what makes me who I am. And to have someone tell you that you're thinking too much, you're thinking things, and they want to fix that from you is just it sickens me. We are dedicated to discovering what we must discover, because our purpose in this life is to enlighten and to love, to be in unifying together, unity. It is time to advance ourselves and quit trying to control others, because once we learn to control only that of ourselves, we will have no desire to control others, because these control freaks need to discover this truth out for themselves. And that is the end of part 2.